guys, it's Sarah from Pirate Lotus Boutique, and today I'm coming to you guys with a BeeBeeCraft tutorial with the headpins that I received from them, along with the Crimp beads, which is what I'll be using. I should probably turn this around so I can actually get to them when I need them. The beads are ones I got from Carmen. They're just clear glass, and there's a few of these cute little ones that are kind of oval shaped, which are really cute. My charm that I wanted to use, my toggle, or my jump rings, not jump rings, bead caps. I'm quite low on bead caps, so this was a little more complicated to find. I have two clear beads there, also from Carmen, and my cute little toggle clasp, also from Carmen. These spacer beads over here, they're just brown. I don't know if I'm going to be using these or not yet. I just thought they were cute, so I don't really know yet. These are the Crimp bead covers. Those are from my stash as well. These bicones and these rondelles actually came from bead box bargains, and I'm going to be using, if I can get it here, Coriana chain, which Wendy sent me, and I'm excited to actually get to use it. I also have some stainless steel chain. I'm going to make the back of a chain most likely. I got my clamshell ends as well. I think they got these from Amazon. It was PandaHall. I just really like these ones with the closed ends. But yeah, I have no idea the pattern it's going to be, but it's going to be a floating illusion necklace. I'm not sure which it's called. I hear people use both for it, so I don't really know. So the tools you're going to need, I actually just realized I left my crimping pliers upstairs. I'm forgetting a lot right now. But I'll go ahead and show you the other tools you'll need. A pair of flush cutters. I also have these cutters that my fiance got me from our local tool store. Hardware store, that's what I was looking for. I think they're Cobalt. But they feel really nice. I haven't got to use them a lot, but they work really nice. And you'll need, of course, your pliers that you use to open and close your jump rings. I'm going to need to use my memory wire cutters for my stainless steel chain, because this is the only thing right now I have that actually cuts that. I am using my one-step looper, the 3mm, because I have misplaced my small one. I was kind of hoping it was down here, but I'm not seeing it, so yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely find that. Or you can use your 6-step bookmaker, or whatever this is called, or your round nose pliers if you would like, for anything you're using with headpins. So you'll also need a ruler, which is what I'm going to be using to measure out my chain in a minute. And you will need your crimping pliers, which again I left upstairs, so I'm going to turn up and get those. It's the third thing I've left. So I hope you're back. Alright guys, I'm back, and you may notice that I changed the angle of my camera just a bit, but hoping this will work a little bit better. And I have my crimping pliers now. For those of you who don't know how to use these, the bottom one here, so it's got like the little, it makes the noodle part is what I like to call it, will be the one you use first, and then you'll use this one to kind of squish it and make it round, but I'll explain that better when I'm actually using it. If I sound a little winded, I apologize. I just ran all the way upstairs to get that, so yeah. Alright, so first we're going to want to cut. I have no idea how I'm going to do these bead chests. But first, we are going to want to cut. I'm going to do shooting for around 10 inches. So I'm going to cut about 12 inches of my Xuron chain. I have to do this a little bit off camera because what it's sitting on is not completely sturdy enough. And cut that off right there. Alright. So I did make sure that all my beads fit through the Xuron chain. I might end up doing 2 layers. I haven't really decided yet. I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, it's about 12 inches roughly. Oops, just got tangled up. That was really good. Okay, so what you'll want to do is get out one of your clamshells, and I am using a crimp tube, so let's grab one of those while we're at it and lay it right there. Okay, so you can use any kind of beads you want. I just picked out these because I thought they looked very pretty and oceany. And it will also kind of match my bracelet that you guys may have seen the other tutorial for with the BeeBeeCraft jump rings and the beads from Curated Bead Box. So yeah, I liked it, so I'm going to be wearing it as often as I can. So the good thing about the floating necklaces, but the one I'm doing, I'm not doing technically a what would you call it? Symmetrical. It's going to need to be a little bit symmetrical because I would have a charm hanging down, but it won't need to be perfect. I'm actually going to be doing 2. I've just decided that. This one will be the bottom, and I'm going to do a slightly smaller one to hang the charm from, because I think that will look cute. So let's go ahead and get started. You want to grab your crimp bead or crimp tube, whichever one you're using, and I'm hoping this will actually go through this. Sweet, it does. And we'll leave a little bit extra because I'm just going to actually, you know what, let's go ahead and scoot it down as far as we can. And I've already lost the crimp tube. There it is. Somewhere. There it is. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to do off camera, but we're going to take it and squish it into the second spot. And squish. It should look something like that. And it does not seem to be squished enough because it's slightly sliding everywhere. Let me see if I can get that a little bit better. Not getting it squished very well, so it's not sliding around. Let me try another one. Okay. Dang it, it didn't work either. Okay. Try one of the bigger ones. I'm not actually sure why I'm having such trouble with this right now. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, I actually got it to work that time. I just went with a slightly bigger one. Now with this one, I'm not actually going to close it. I'll show you why. You actually take your clamshell and here, and if you can actually hold on to it properly, put it through your Coriana chain and pull it to the other side here. Which I just realized I am actually going to have to trim this a little bit. So let me cut some of that off really quickly. Grab my cutters. Okay. So you want to slide your clamshell all the way down to the end. So you can see now it's not coming out. Now I tend to sometimes actually squish this a little bit with my fingers first. And then just gently close it. It's not perfect right now, so I need to try to fix that. There we go. Again, still off just a bit. This is not going to cooperate tonight. There we go, it's a little bit better. So now we will need to take another crimp tube to get I use the medium size, I'll have to actually see what size it actually is. But we will want to there we go. I think I want to start the beads kind of about right there. So maybe about ½ an inch probably. And you take your crimp, put it in the second. Let's see if it's snug, and it is. So now what we'll do is we'll hold it the other direction and put it in the first hole. That might work properly. Here we go. And it broke. That sometimes happens. Just do another one. I'm not very good, as you can tell, with crimp beads. Or in this case, crimp tubes. Let's just try that again. Let's do this part off camera. There we go. And squish. It actually turned out really nice that time. So now you want to put it in this top one here to make it round, but this is where I actually struggle. Let's see if I get it in the first one so I don't goof. There we go. And see, it turns on me every time. But it actually closed it, so. And didn't work either. This is not going well for me tonight. I might actually have to do this completely off camera and go back. I have a lot of issues with crimp beads. Oh. I think this time I might just leave it without folding it over. Let's see how that goes. And it's about where I want it. And squish. I got a little closer than I wanted originally, but that's okay. Again, this is giving me that same issue with not actually wanting to stay. I'm very sorry about this, guys. I will be right back. I finally got it. So. Now we're going to put a crimp bead. This is probably going to take me a minute. Let's see. You're going to want to take your crimp bead and slide it over the crimp bead. I dropped the crimp cover. Let's try that again. Hang on. There we go. take your pliers and gently squeeze. Woo. Wrong again. That's good. I can't. I'm just seeing the crimp cover here. It's actually not closing properly. I'm not sure why. And I broke it, so. Probably should have tried something else, but that's okay. You can actually see I smushed it a little bit, but this is not where I'm going to be selling anything. I think I might leave it as is if I can't get it off. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. It's not what I'm selling, so I'm not too concerned about that right now. I don't know how to get it off, and I really don't want to have to restart all this. So you want to pick up some beads. I am going to use one of these pretty little light bicones. I don't exactly remember the shade of blue, but I do think they're really cute. And let's see. I think I want a spacer bead. No, let's do a spacer bead. And do one of these. If I can see the hole, there we go. I know it's there somewhere. There we go. I think I actually want to add a bead cap first. See what that looks like. And then put the bead back on. Again, I'm having the worst time seeing the hole. There we go. Nope. There we go. Every time I put it back into the frame, I lose it. I actually kind of like that. So I'll put another bead cap. I used some cute little silver flower ones I had. And another spacer bead. Trying to find the hole. There we go. Since it's like hollow inside, it actually gets stuck sometimes. There we go. And another bicone. I think I pointed there for bicones earlier. I do apologize for that. That one went quite easy. you want to slide on another crimp bead. So, hope I don't mess this up. Now you want it close to your bead, but not too close, because you want it to give it a little bit of room for the crimp cover. Probably gonna have to grab this off camera for a second, because it's moving away and I'm having trouble grabbing it. So just give me a second here. Just grab it off camera. Oops. Make sure it's not going anywhere. And it is. Great. This is not working out. I do apologize for this. I have the worst time with crimp beads. I may have to do this off camera so I can see it a little bit better. I do apologize if you guys hear the noise from upstairs. Someone's doing dishes, so. Completely missed the crimp bead. A little bit better this time. And now I need to try to hold on to it here and squish it over. Not the best, I still struggle with that a little. Actually find my pliers. I'll get that a little bit better with the pliers. I've seen some people use pliers, some people use the crimping pliers, but I have trouble either way it goes, so if anybody has an easier way to do this, please let me know. It always turns on me, so I end up messing it up even worse than it was. I'm not sure how I do it. There we go. Now I got it. Now you want to put your crimp cover over it. These are really tiny, so they're really hard for me to see, and I apparently have like 2, so you only need 1 to go over it. Let's see if I can get a hold of this. These are not easy for me, and I don't have my magnifying glass down here, so it's a lot harder. You guys see the struggles, so I'm definitely not perfect at this by any rate. At times I actually feel like a beginner. And now close the actually don't even get it right, but that's alright. There we go. Actually, this one closed more properly, even though part of it is actually sticking out. I don't think it'll be that noticeable. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Again, this is something what it would look like right now. use one of these next. With maybe the rondelles, maybe? Yeah, I think that's what I'll go with. Let's try another crimp bead. Again, watch me struggle. Slide it on there. Let's see, how far apart do I want this one? I'm gonna go with about an inch or so. And grab my big pliers and move them on myself. I'm struggling a little bit more than I should be right now. I'm sorry. And that one. I should. See, I think I need my crimp beads and just the tubes. I did not, so that kind of sucks. I think I'd be doing a little bit better if these were what I'm used to, which is the crimp beads. I've not really used the crimp tubes much. I might try the other way I've seen people do. They take the pliers and squish it. So I'm just going to try it that way and see how that goes. Because right now, my current way is not working. So let's just try it. The pliers here. Okay. This is not going well. I'm very sorry, guys. You guys should not have to watch me struggle this much. Again, if I could see a little bit better, this probably would go a lot easier, but again, I cannot see the greatest, so I do struggle with that a lot, so there we go. I'm going to squish the sides together here. Maybe. Perfect. But it's moving, so that's not so good. I have no idea where I'm going wrong with this. I really don't. I usually do not have this much trouble with these. So I have no idea what's going on. But I got that one finally, so now we'll put the crimp bead on. Or crimp bead cover, I mean. Actually realizing my crimp bead covers are slightly almost too small for the tubes. These are the only size I have, so that could be one of the problems I'm having. Ouch. I'm okay. Got my finger a little bit there. There we go. Now I'm going to put on a rondelle. And I'm very sorry for all the noise you guys are probably hearing. Whoop. Oh, did not think that was going to go up there. And a spacer. I don't think I'm actually going to use the bead caps on this one now. I don't know if you'll want to see. Let me struggle trying to find the hole in this thing. There we go. And the bigger bead. Actually struggling with, there we go. Let's see what this looks like and then decide if I want to leave it or add the bead caps. I haven't decided yet whether I'll cut out a lot of the moments of mistakes or keep them in. To be honest, I think people should keep them in more often so people can see, oh wait, they're not perfect. You know, they struggle with this as well. And the rondelle. I don't know why I have trouble with these holes, but I do. I actually think I like that. But I actually want to see something here. What if I added these bicones to break up the same pattern thing? And then the bead, the bigger bead. As you guys can see, I'm struggling to find the hole again. I can't see it to the camera. So, oops, bicone. And then the spacer bead. And the rondelle. Because the rondelle is so dark in the camera to me, that's actually what's causing me to have so much trouble. What do you guys think? I kind of like that, actually. I do think I want to take this apart again because I've decided I do want to see what it looks like with a bead cap. I know I keep changing my mind, but again, I don't have a pattern in mind, so I'm just kind of winging it, so to speak. These beads back on. Yeah, this is not going so well. Sorry about that, I couldn't see it. Just hold this off camera for a second. I really hate that I can't actually see this very well. Okay, and then the spacer bead and the rondelle again. There we go. I forgot to put the other. Forgot to take the bead cap on. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those videos that you guys are gonna be like, I don't know if I want to watch her anymore. She is going to lose her mind. But I do think a little more raw footage, and so you guys can actually see that people do struggle with this, you know. People do have their issues when they're making things. They're not perfect. I like that. I would love to see more people do that. I actually do think I like that better. So now you want to get a crimp again. I'm having trouble getting this through this crimp bead. I have no idea why. There we go. It's probably like, no, not her again. Okay, I'm just go ahead and crimp this off camera here. Getting a second spot kind of close to my bicone or rondelle. I think I got too close. That's okay. And then, yeah, close one side, but not the other on me. That's a little weird. Okay. Now grab a crimp bead cover. I don't know why I grabbed it with my right hand because I actually cannot do it right-handed. I have no idea why. Let me just kind of, let's see if I can show you guys. They're opened on one part, so you just slide the crimp bead or crimp tube inside of it like that. And you just take your pliers. I know they have actual pliers to do this, but I don't actually have any. Okay. Not looking in the camera. Sorry about that, guys. It really bugs me that I can't do a lot of this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing better. But you can see that how far it's closed right now. Just get that a little bit more. I also find if you do it slowly and gently, it actually closes a bit better, and you don't squish your bead. As you can tell, I actually have this a little loose. I actually did that a little bit on purpose. So it's not as tight. It has a little bit of wiggle room. Might have a little too much wiggle room, but it's all good. That's what we have so far. I'm actually going to hold this up here and see. We're getting pretty close to the middle. Since I'm not sure if I'm going to do the other one or not, I'm actually going to work on making this the middle part now. So I'm going to need to, oops, this here. Okay. So I think I'm going to do a smaller one again right here with this, and no, not the little one. I'll do the big one. No. Let's do... Yeah, actually I like this idea. Let's do one of these. Couple spacers and the rondelles. Okay. Figuring this out as we go. Sometimes it works out for us. Grab a one of these. Alright, that's about where I want it, so I'm just gonna crimp this. Oops. I'm actually starting to get that a little bit better now. And I broke it. You gotta be really careful with the crimp tools and crimp beads because they can break them when you're trying to fold them over. It's a bit frustrating at times, but it happens. I oddly do crimp beads a lot more than it seems like I do, but I'm just having all kinds of problems right now with them. They're just not cooperating as well as I would like, which I think is why I'm considering only taking this down to 1 string instead of 2. Hold this and then fold it over. There we go. That actually worked really well. I'm a little bit scared. Now you want to take your crimp bead cover. I know some people just leave them like that and don't put the covers, but I don't know. I just like it more with the cover on them. Let me know in the comment below whether you guys prefer the covers or not the covers. I've seen people do them both ways, so it's like, there we go. Actually worked out strangely really quickly. So let's see, rondelle. Trying to watch myself do this through the camera, but again, these rondelles are just through the camera giving me a lot of trouble. I have my brightness up, so I'm not sure why it's showing up so dark. It's not actually that dark of a bead. I'm actually having trouble. There we go. And the spacer. Actually, I'm having trouble finding the hole. I told you guys. I don't know what it is with the hollow spacer beads, but sometimes it drives me nuts because whatever you put in it, whether it be Coriana chain, bead wire, whatever, it always seems to get stuck. I don't know if it's just me or this is like an actual problem. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not just me though. Spacer bead. There we go. Oops. See, it's like, it's in there, but it's not coming out the other side. There we go. And the rondelle. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, I think I kind of like that. So, oh yeah, this is going to be perfect. Oh, my leg is going to sleep on me. It's one of the downsides again. I'm sitting on the floor in the basement, so that kind of situation is going to happen. Let's grab another crimp bead. I keep saying bead is a crimp too, but it's essentially the same thing, just different shape. Let's see, where did my crimpers go? My crimp pliers. I do apologize if you hear our neighbors' dogs. They seem to be going a little crazy right now. I shouldn't be surprised, but yet I am. I don't know what it is with the dogs around here, but they seem to bark more at night. It's like I can't hit. I'm just very grateful that my dog sleeps through it. If he didn't, I would be way more angry than I am about the dogs barking. I think because it doesn't wake him up that I'm actually less, I have no idea where that crimp cover went. Let's try to get the crimp cover on it. Your Dell's getting in my way though. And let's see. Cannot get this crimp bead on, or crimp cover. There we go. Again, fits perfectly over here. Don't know how well you guys could see me trying to close it over for the camera, but not working as well as I would like. Do it off camera again. I don't like doing that, but I'll be able to see it to close it. Again, this one is not acting right. Not sure why. I know they have the crimp cover pliers. I actually have some, but they seem to be a little too big for these. I don't know why. I kind of like that. Okay, now I need to bring this end over here for a second. So I'll do this a little bit closer. I know I said I wasn't going to, so I had to go in here. I am. But But it's all going to come down to whether or not I'm going to end up doing the top one. But we're just going to repeat the same pattern on the other side, making sure, stopping every so often, folding in half. I'll leave a little bit of extra at the end here because you're want to have a little bit to hold on to when you're putting on your end here. But you're going to want to do them on the other side exactly. So I will do that and be right back.